Hello, Shemai, and welcome back to this Monday Night Football special on the FM Beta save with Everton FC. Today we play against Swansea. Now, usually I wouldn't bring a game like this because I like to show you the big games against the likes of Arsenal, Chelsea, Man United, Man City, all the big clubs. But there has been a slight update in the predicament. So we'll go through the schedule first and see how things have gone. Last episode we beat Köln 2-1, 4-3 actually, I apologise, on aggregate to get ourselves into the next round of the European Cup. I was planning to bring you the Napoli doubleheader, but I changed my mind because we beat Watford 2-0, fantastic, great performance there. Unfortunately, Yannick Bolasie got injured again. He's so injury prone. He's been out for the majority of the season with an injury and has had another one for like 3 to 4 weeks. But I think it was actually like 7 weeks, but he's back now. He's back, almost back, ready to play on the bench. But next game he should be fit. Then we lost 1-0 to Liverpool, and that triggered a board meeting. For whatever reason, they were really annoyed that we lost to Liverpool. And it was in the last minute as well. Roberto Firmino scored with last minute, 10 minutes to go. And basically, we had our meeting with the board to discuss our feature, and we had 10 points from the next 5 games is what we needed. Then we went away at Napoli and absolutely dominated them. Got 2 away goals, won 2-0 in the first leg. Oumar Niasse and Wayne Rooney scoring, and we held on second half, played really, really well. And I was well happy with that. And then came the first of the important games, and it was absolute hectic game. Javier Hernandez put us 1-0 down. Then we scored, Ross Barkley scoring for us to make it 1-1. And I tried to push for the game. We got caught out. Aaron Cresswell scored a free kick. And then Mason Holgate, of all people, rescued a point for us. Which is not really what we need. We needed to win that game. And then we beat Napoli 3-1 at home. Delph Niasse and Gylfi Sigurdsson scoring. So it means we won 5-1 on aggregate against Napoli. And as you can see, we've got the quarterfinal against Sevilla coming up very soon. But the thing is now, we need 9 points from our next 4 games, and they are Swansea, Huddersfield, Spurs and Leicester. And you're looking at it, and we have to beat Swansea and Huddersfield. Hands down, we have to beat them to get any chance of getting the 10-point target, because we've drawn against West Ham. I targeted that as a game to win. I was thinking if we could win the next 3 games, I know it's a big ask, then all we need is a point from Spurs and Leicester, and we've drawn against West Ham. But we're in good form. We have 3 games now where we've played really, really well. And if you include the Watford game as well, there's only been 1 game in the last 5 matches where we've played poorly. Swansea have actually had a really, really good season so far. They're 7th in the table and they've played really well. So it's not going to be an easy game. And I will bring you 2 games for today's match. There is an international break between this and the next game. So we'll have a fully fit squad, hopefully, for the next match. But this is the team we've got today. I play against a massive crunch match against Swansea. We have Pickford in goals. Coleman, Keane, Mason Holgate and Leighton Baines at the back. Tom Davis and Morgan Schneiderlin as our 2 midfielders. Oumar Niasse, Ross Barkley and Ryan Sessegnon behind the striker, who is Sandra today. Moussa Dembele had a really good game against Napoli last match, but he still hasn't scored in ages. He had 2 assists. He played really, really well, but I'm dropping him mainly because he has a high injury risk as well. And I don't want to risk him getting an injury today. I've been fairly disappointed with Ryan Sessegnon so far. He hasn't really done much for us. And if we look, Wilfred Boney has scored 24 goals this season, and Tammy Abraham has scored 7 with 7 assists as well. So they got a very, very good team. They had a really good season, and it's just a really huge one today that we need to desperately. We owe Swansea. There we go. That was a fantastic team talk. And now we get into the game. We've got to make sure that we have a good start here, and an early goal will do wonders to settle our nerves. The new tactic with the wingers, the basic, corner free kick comes in from Barkley. It's headed away. Juankar with it now. What a name, Juankar. If he scores, he will definitely be a Juankar. Cross comes in, it goes straight to Pickford, and usually these highlights do tend to have something more to them. Pickford with the ball up. Niasse can't win the header. You really expect Oumar Niasse to be winning a header there. Wilfred Boney now on the ball. Coleman puts a good tackle in though. Barkley with the ball now to Niasse over the top. Sandro, he's through on goal. He strikes it. Oh, that's an awful shot. It's such an awful shot. I mean, So far, there's a highlight from the goal kick as well. Nias has been our best striker, but we had to play as a wide target man because no one else can play out there. And he's done all right up there, but we've got no one who can finish up front now. Barkley to Sandro, playing some really nice football, and Juancar with the ball now. Gives it to Fernandez. Swansea trying to launch an attack of their own. Nice header by Holgate. Gives it to Sessegnon. There's a nice run by Baines. He's got a little bit of space. Can he get across? And he can. Sandro's there, and he scores just 8 minutes into the game after a blaring miss just now by Sandro. Really, really good finish there. Schneiderlin outside to Sessegnon. Sessegnon with a beautifully weighted pass to Baines. He just gets enough on it into the box, and Sandro races to the front post to put us 1-0 up. Fantastic start. It's exactly what we wanted, and we don't want to concede straight away here. Roque Mesa with it out wide to Norton. Norton crosses into the box, and it's another one of them highlights. You get like 6 of them every single game where the cross just goes really low. Roque Mesa, of all people, taking the corner. It comes in. Oh my god, that was close. That was really close by Federico Fernandez. But we've managed to hold on a little bit, and that was a really good chance there. I'm not sure why I didn't show it, but the ball comes up to Wilfred. He's with a nice counter-attack here into Abraham. Abraham strikes it. Oh my god, I think it was Tom Carroll who struck it in the end, and it's just wide. So we're having a little bit of pressure from Swansea now. We need to be careful that we don't concede and kind of just calm it down a bit. Barkley out wide to Sessegnon. He's got a bit of space. Lovely ball into the box. Oh, Fabianski's dropped it, and Sandro has scored. Sessegnon gets his first assist. It's not really an assist, but Sandro gets a brace. Fabianski with an absolute clanger there. Schneiderlin to Barkley, out wide to Sessegnon. It's a first-time cross. It's not the best cross. He's put it in a good area, but there's no one really there. Fabianski drops it, and Sandro is alert enough to make it 2-0. Whew, if we get to half-time 2-0, I'm sure we can hold on second half. Schneiderlin with the ball now. Nice ball back to Sessegnon, who, to be fair to him, had a pretty decent game. Fabianski kicks it up now. We should win that. Abraham's got it. He's going back towards his own goal, though, which is good. Fabianski out to Morton. It's a bit of a hoof there. Keane wins the header. Nias should get this. He does. Gives it to Sandro. He's on for a hat-trick. He's in the box. Oh, he's hit the post. He could have squared it as well. Sessegnon was in there. And if he'd have scored that, it'd have been his hat-trick. He's had a fantastic start to this game. Not really scored many recently, but he's done really, really well so far this game, and arguably should have scored a hat-trick. He's got a couple of chances outside the 2 he scored as well. Baines now with the ball up to Nias. It's not the best header. Renato Sanchez gets it. Roque Mesa to Gerardo, to Abraham, out wide to Norton. He's got a bit of space. Cross it in. Wilfred Boney's there. Holgate gets it away. Norton, and Abraham has scored. Not long we were 2 goals ahead, and Abraham flicked it over the goalkeeper. It's a really well-worked goal, to be fair. We didn't deal with it. Sessegnon's a bit out of position there. Wilfred Boney does well to get across goal. Holgate, he's just got to put it out. He's got to put it out for a corner there. There's too many players in there, or you should bring it down and hoof it away. But our really, really comfortable lead now has changed itself a little bit. 40 minutes on. Oh, Ross Barkley's picked up an injury as well. I'm going to bring him off half-time. I don't want to take any risks whatsoever in having to bring him off and aggravate any injuries. So look, we're struggling for possession in the opposition half. So I'll tell them to not. No, I'll tell them don't get complacent. Don't let your performance levels drop. Sandro didn't like that because he's played really well. So we're going to bring off Barkley for Wayne Rooney. The reason I'm not bringing Sigurdsson on is because he'll probably come on to replace Sessegnon at some point in the second half, unless he turns out and plays really, really well the second half. Schneiderlin with the ball hits it straight at Tom Davies. We've got it here though. Sessegnon's got a bit of space to run into. He gives it to Rooney, and we've lost the ball. But this highlight isn't over yet. Rooney with the ball, and it's a poor pass, and Wilfred Boney's got it now. After Tammy Abraham. We need to be careful here. Schneiderlin, lovely play there to win the ball back. And time is racing ahead now. 50 minutes on the clock. Mason Holgate with a lovely tackle. Rooney's got it now. Gives it to Nias. I'm probably not going to give Rooney a new contract. I'll say that. This is only going to be a one-season thing anyway. Tom Davies up to Rooney, into Sandro, to Sessegnon, to Sandro. It's 3-1. It's a hat-trick by Sandro. It's an absolute beautiful goal. Sessegnon's done really, really well there. He probably should have shot, but it worked out anyway. And it's a fantastic, well-worked goal. Davis into Rooney. Rooney spots the run of Sandro. A little bit of a question offside. Nice pass. And another, well, it was a 1-2 really, but it was a strange 1-2 to do. And don't forget, guys, if you do enjoy the video, please leave a like down below and subscribe if you want to see more. But a hat-trick from Sandro in what is an absolutely crucial game is just fantastic. It's really, really good. Roque Mesa with it now. to Renato Sanchez. As long as we hold on to this lead, that's the main thing. Baines heads it away. Rooney now up to Sandro. Could he score a fourth? There's space here for Sessegnon. Gives it back to Sandro. No one's really in the box. Comes across goal. Nias is there. He's chance to get it back in. He does. Davis, Schneidlin, Sandro, Sessegnon. Oh, he's hit it straight at Fabianski. Really, really good chance then. Probably should do better. Really, I think we're gonna make a change. Another change. We'll bring off Tom Davis because he's a little bit tired, and we'll bring on McCarthy and switch him to a ball-winning midfielder just to give a little bit more defensive minds in midfield and some fresh legs as well. Good chance for Swansea there. Tammy Abraham with another chance. We've played really well so far. Pickford with the ball, kicks it up to Nias. Tries to take on the defender, gives it to Rooney. Rooney needs to turn inside really. Nias back to Rooney. Rooney to Sandro. There's space at the back post. Sessegnon's there, and he gets his first goal for the club. Ryan Sessegnon, who I said I haven't been impressed with him so far. He's had an absolute fantastic game on that left wing so far, and he's deserved a goal. Rooney into Sandro. Lovely touch by Sandro, and you can see right at the back post Sessegnon's there, and he's not going to finish. He's not going to miss that. He may be 17, 16 years old, but he's not going to miss that. 9.2 rating for him, 9.6 rating for Sandro. It's been an absolute storm of a performance. I'm going to bring Sandro off just because I don't want him to get injured for the next game, and we'll give him a little bit. We'll give him a 10-minute rest to make sure he isn't too tired for the next game. And the only thing to make this even better would be if Dembele could score. Baines now on the wing, cross comes in, Dembele, and there it is. There it is. Dembele has scored. That should give him the confidence now to start performing again. 5-1. What an absolute fantastic performance. Sessegnon releases Baines. Baines, I saw him there. I saw Dembele there, and I thought, come on, get on the end of it. It's a beautiful cross. It's a beautiful goal. And we have just been absolutely dominant this game so far. And, I mean, 5-1 is definitely our biggest win this season. And this may give us now the confidence to go on until the end of the season with some good form. So we have 4 points out of 10 so far, out of the 10 points that we've needed. So we're just going to tell them now, fantastic, fantastic performance. I'm proud of your performance. Nobody, okay, they really didn't appreciate that, but it was a fantastic performance. There's an international break now, and then the next game is Huddersfield, which I will come back for very, very shortly when we're ready to play that game. So we're back and ready to play the next game against Huddersfield. And something I didn't realise was that they're actually bottom of the table and they're 4 points away from the relegation zone. Their form is poor and ours is inconsistent. I'd say ours is a little bit better than inconsistent. We've had 3 wins from the last 5 and only lost 1. So to say it's inconsistent is a little bit unfair, I think. But if we take a look at the team for today, unfortunately that Ross Barkley injury was a fairly serious one, and he could be out for a total of 2 months. Because we had that international break in between, it's now down to between 6 days and 3 weeks. But he's going to miss this game, and he's definitely going to miss the Sevilla game and possibly even the Spurs game as well. So the team is exactly the same as before, apart from Gylfi Sigurdsson starting behind the striker. So we have Pickford, Coleman, Keane, Holgate and Baines, Tom Davis and Schneidlin in midfield, and then Umanias, Gylfi Sigurdsson, Ryan Sessegnon and Sandro. I didn't think there was much point changing the team drastically because we have just won 5-1, and I've gone with pretty much exactly the same tactics as well. So we're playing against bottom of the team. Last time we were playing against 7th in the league. We're favourites here. Okay, they never really like that we're favourites here, so I expected to go out and win. That never really seems to get the players happy, so I kind of try to stay away from that. But we're playing against bottom of the table today, when last time we were playing against 7th, like I just said. So it's really, really important. I mean, we are away from home, so it is going to be difficult, and there's no stretch of the imagination is this going to be a walk in the park. And they're on the attack straight away. Quintero into the box. Really good chance for an early goal there for Huddersfield. Good chance for them right at the start. And we'll look to try and control the game and obviously get our wingers in, because there was a lot of players last game who played very, very well. And I'm hoping to see a good performance from them again. Davis back to Coleman now. Nias has got a chance to get into the box. Coleman. Baines is on the edge of the box. Gives us a Sigurdsson to Schneidlin, who strikes it. And apparently it skimmed the top of the bar. It didn't look that close to me. It's a decent chance on the edge of the box, kind of with Schneidlin. There's probably better options. They could have probably put it out wide or passed it into the box a little bit more. But it's a shot on goal. Meunier with the ball now. He strikes it from distance, and I think that was closer to the corner flag than it was actually to the goal. So there was no danger there. It doesn't look like, you can see here, there's no shots on target so far. Quintero with a free kick now. Goes into the... No, it doesn't go into the box, actually. Munia's got it on the edge of the box. He's taking it wide. Quaner with it. Quintero now. He strikes... Oh, and he scored. Oh. Juan Fernando Quintero has scored what was a pretty good goal. Apparently that was his first ever goal for Huddersfield. The free kick comes in. It's a really poor free kick, but they've just got so much space. I'm not really sure where our midfield is. They're all on the edge of the box, it seems. No one puts pressure on Quintero, and he's got so much time to strike that in the net. And after beating Swansea 5-1, we're now 1-0 down to bottom of the table. It's just the season right in a nutshell right there. We go from playing really well to playing really awful, and we have to win this. Otherwise, we have to win the remaining games, and one of them is against Spurs. So we're at half-time now, it seems. Yeah, half-time, and not a good performance. Like, compared to last game, it's like a completely different team. So we're going to have to say, come on, lads, show a bit of... It's really annoying, though, because I've played exactly the same team by one player, same tactics. We're against worse opposition, and yet we're playing so much worse. Like last game, obviously it just clicked, and this game it's really not. Sigurdsson on 6.3 rating, he's going to have to come off very soon, I think. He's not playing well at all. Coleman with the ball now, goes into the box. Headed away, Aaron Moy's got it now. We should be able to win the ball back here. Keane, why is he heading that? Steve Mooney's got the ball, gives it to Quintero. There's no need to head that at all. He could have just brought it down, and then we could have played out. But Quintero with it now. Sessegnon's got it. Baines, chance for a counter-attack here. Goes over the top. Sandro, he's through on goal. Finish it. Oh, what? He scored a hat-trick last game, and then he's just through on goal, and he's just absolutely flat. He hasn't even got it on target. He hasn't even won a corner for us. Oh my god. Just that stuff there annoys me, when you have a player who's just scored a hat-trick and then misses an absolute sitter like that. Holgate with the header now. Schneidlin. Up he goes to Nias. Well, doesn't even make an effort to get it. Sigurdsson heads it down to Nias now. Coleman with his bit of space gives it to Nias. Into Sigurdsson. Sigurdsson back to Nias. We're not really going anywhere here. Ball goes into the box. It's headed away. We've got it still though. Sessegnon now. Into Sandro. He's got to finish it. He's hit the post and then he's hit it straight at the goalkeeper. Oh my god. What is wrong with that man? How has he not just scored that? And nothing comes from the corner. I'm going to bring Sigurdsson off for Davy Klaassen, I think. We'll stick him on as a shadow striker. See if Sandro will play better with a little bit more support behind him. So annoying. We should have scored at least one this game, and Sandro should have scored two. So annoying. I don't want to bring him off because he played so well last game. I'll bring off Schneiderlin for Idrissa Gueye, who hasn't played in a few games. Oh, we had a chance there as well. Sessegnon with a header, and I don't know how he hasn't scored. We need to score 2 goals this game. Right. Sandro's coming off for Dembele. We're going to go attacking. We have to score. Be more expressive. Get stuck in. Tighter marking. Pass into space. Higher tempo. Much more closing down. And we'll stick Davis onto an advanced playmaker to push him up a little bit as well. We have to go for the game. We have to win. Otherwise we're going to get sacked. Well, we don't have to win, but if we draw, we need to win the next 3 games. And if we lose, we're definitely getting sacked, which would be really, really sad. And I hope that doesn't happen. Zanka, chance here for us to win the ball back and score. Palmer with the ball. Up to Kachunga, to Quintero, to Palmer. No one's getting close to putting the foot in. Keane's got the ball up to Dembele. Lovely first touch. There's a lot of players up with him. Gives it to Sessegnon. Decent cross in. Is punched away. Davis now. Oh, what's that? That's an awful pass. Tom Davis with probably one of the easiest passes. The guy's right in front of him and he managed to somehow pass it to the Huddersfield player. Kachunga into Palmer. If we concede here, it's game over and we're going to get sacked. Nias with the ball now. Another chance for counter-attack. Over the top. Dembele, he's through on goal and he's missed as well. Jesus Christ. Why can't my players score? Why my strikers are so terrible? What is wrong with them? They just cannot score. That's 3 occasions now. They've been through on goal, one-on-one with the keeper, and they haven't done anything. We've lost to bottom of the table after winning 5-1 against Swansea. What is wrong with this team? I predicted an Everton win, so did I. And that might be our last game in charge. We'll have a look now. I could be sacked here. Oh, for God's sakes. What is wrong with this team? I think we haven't been sacked yet. How many points? We're on 4 points. Wait, let's go schedule. 4 points from 3 games, I think it was. So we got 1 point there, 3 points against Swansea. We've got 2 games left to get 6 points against Spurs and Leicester. We've got to win both of them. We've got to win against Spurs and Leicester to save our job. Oh, that's exactly what I wanted. Jesus, well, this is probably going to be the penultimate episode because the chances are we're going to get sacked because we're not going to beat Spurs. But I hope you enjoyed that episode, guys. The ups and downs of Football Manager there. 5-1 victory and a 1-0 defeat. If you did, please leave a like. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And again, if you have any tips or comments, please leave a comment down below. I'll see you again.